Everybody's talking about how great this next bull run's gonna be, but could it end up being the biggest rug pull we've ever seen?
Hi, I'm Maurice. I'm an executive by day and a wild man by night.
Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea, hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's, and this is your morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets, where the sun's shining, where the wind's blowing. All the humble opinion of this piano Zamboni bringing the down. The FOMO index has dropped to 43 from yesterday's 47. Bitcoin dominance is 49.2%. 24-hour volume is 28 billion. The overall market cap is 1.06 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Well, I've never heard of a hawkish pause until Wednesday, when old Scotch on the Rocks, booze breath Jerry Pow Pow delivered one, and the market did absolutely nothing. Maybe the biggest burger donata we've ever seen. That is until the market digested that burger and the financial indigestion kicked in, and price action ran to the nearest toilet. But we talked about this, so it should have come as no surprise to anyone in this boutique community when Bitcoin price action, well, she had a little dump. The headwinds of the 50 moving average now failing to get up and above her may lead to a rejection down to some fibs. First being the 23.6% fib, the 26.8, followed by the 38.2% fib at 26.5, and a rather decent support level down at the 50% fib at 26.2. And Lord love a duck, she didn't do just that. After getting rejected by the 50 moving average, price action started hitting the fibs. First closing a candle at 26.8, then wicking down, finding a bottom and a bounce at 26.3, and has inched up to a time of production 26.5, giving mad props and respect to our ascending channel support level and carving out this cute little bear flag. And the price probability of this pattern is, and sing it with me now, oh, you take the pull, you slide it all, the breakout point, and then we're all on 25.7-ish, which would put us back under our channel of eternal monotony's resistance line. Now over on the ding-dong, after respecting our descending triangle's resistance level, we have drifted down and saving some support from the loving arms of the 20 moving average at 26.2-ish will likely continue down to test support at, oh snap, 25.7-ish. That's a double whammy on that level. My heartbreakingly optimistic look would be to get a bounce from and off of the 20 moving average and continue up to test resistance at 27.1-ish. Quick look at the Wookiee. Sees our stay green price for a second green candle in a row is down at 25.9-ish. And where is our symmetrical triangle support level at? Well, it's down at 25.7-ish, don't you know? Giving us the tri-delta gamma of bearish carobs on that price level. And if And I say if this weekend is like the past 52 weekends, we'll likely just hover around today's close until Sunday night, till we see any type of targets or patterns play out, and we can finally flush the toilet. On Wednesday's hawkish pause, whatever that means. Would you look at that, my friends? The sun is up. It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth, a day none of us are guaranteed. We're not guaranteed these days, yet we're lucky enough to have them anyway. So get out there and knock 'em dead. And remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected leech. That's right, it's a long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live right away, so grab yourself a coffee. Join me for a quick one. And of course, it's Friday, so sing me out, won't you? I'll run the banks of boom dish bang. Whoa. Ching. Have a great weekend, everybody. Another beautiful day here on planet Earth, and by beautiful I mean overcast, drizzly, cloudy, and kind of chilly. But that's okay. I like these days. It's just put your head down, work, do the things that you've kind of been putting off. You know, you're not missing anything. There's no FOMO because it's sunny out and I got to go do something with the sun's out. Yeah. I like these cloudy, cold days. It makes coffee taste better, I find, you know, when it's like nice and chilly out and you have a nice warm coffee. I kind of find that a little bit better. Hawkish pause. Is that like the inverse to a dovish hike? I suppose. A hawkish pause. Good morning, Mad Faded Baby. Fabian is in with Yayaku. I'm not sure. Benji J, Remedial Joe, pianomattyb, OG. Squeaky McGee, Sarah S in California. Up early. Sherry, Bruce Mai, Mike Loney, Johnny December, pianomattyb down in Belize. David Sony Music, pianomattyb, OG, JP Misco, pianomattyb, OG. Pianomattyb OGs are members that help build the channel. Much appreciated. Troy N, Patrick Sunshine, Mario Cantonese, Earth Scum, Sneaky Pete Vapes over in BC. Earth Scum, Tatsy 93, Get Off My Lawn, Dickie Tweedle, John Superfest, Josie Wales, Old Fashioned. I don't think I wrote it down. I think my finger just stopped writing the third word. I can't remember what it was. Derek Porter, Johnny December, great video yesterday, Maddie. Thank you, Johnny. I felt it was important to... now, there's sometimes I'll watch... I do a lot of my video watching in my car because I have the premium YouTube, so I can shut my phone off and it basically plays like a podcast. So if anything is in a different language, I can't really watch it. So I kind of made that for anyone that was, in a car or didn't want to, read the subtitles. And I also felt it was a very important video to push. I know I don't need to push it. It has millions and millions of views on Tucker's Twitter thing. However, for those who would rather just listen to it, I made that video. If you like it, I will let me know, and I will do more voiceover videos when he speaks. Because I feel like moving forward, he's probably going to be a person of interest to keep your eye on, and someone needs to check his brakes every day, because I don't feel historically that human beings who are out to kill the banks fare well in this corrupt system. Bad things happen to them. Accidental? I don't think so. But check your brakes, Javier. For sure. I would be, he says, you know, in the video, he doesn't mind dying for his mission. I just wish that wouldn't have to happen when someone's just, what are they trying to do? They're trying to dismantle a power apparatus that holds the gen pop down, holds the little people back. I mean, it's a classic tale, I guess we've heard a million times, but every time someone tries to do it, it seems like they come up against such psychopathic headwinds, then ultimately something happened. Like we spoke about Andrew Jackson, Old Hickory. He tried to kill the banks. On his tombstone, I think it says, I killed the banks. And he did once or twice, I believe. But that's not without 2 assassination attempts on his life. 2 assassinations. Can you imagine? One of them, the guns didn't go off. And back then, I think you had to like stoke a gun, put some bullets in it, put the gunpowder in it, and then cross your fingers. And I think the guy pulled it out. And like, how do I know? This is just the history I've read. Pulled it out and click, 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 didn't go off. So that happened twice. Can you imagine that? And then I think he died of natural causes in his plantation, mind you. So everyone has their ups and downs. Mad Faded Baby, we were supposed to own nothing and be happy about it. People like that are trying to disrupt that. Yeah, well, the private property ownership is kind of the last bastion of anything you can really, freedom, so to speak. And I think we're actually losing that. It's dripping off the bathtub. You know, the bathtub that we feel is filled with freedom is dripping over, and we're losing it, and we don't really know it. When we think about some of the tech and some of our, you know, the cars we drive, even the houses we own, you know, I always say when you own a house, you're still a renter. You just rent from a bank. The upside is you get to realize the appreciation on the house if it appreciates. If we don't have a housing bubble burst, which, I don't know, it kind of seems like we might be heading in that direction. Housing sales are down. Demand is down. I mean, it depends where you go. Obviously, there's certain aspects of the country, your country, my country, and certain areas in said country that demand is still up and prices are still up. But I think in aggregate, they're going down. Once they go down, you know, the people renting from the bank will be upside down. And then who knows what will happen. Like, I remember in 2008, 2009, there was this legend in the auction business. I can't remember his name. Anyway, he quit to become a house auctioneer. And he just, it's like the Forrest Gumpian nature of his timing was incredible, because he started doing it when after the GFC, when banks just took over thousands of houses, and he would just go and auction houses, and he became a multimillionaire within a year or two. And this is just someone coming off of like being a car auctioneer. God, I can't remember his name. And, you know, I can kind of see that happening with all these people. Like, imagine all the millennials, or if and when a millennial was able to get into a house at the top of their pay scale, and then their interest rate goes up and they're outside the top of their pay scale. They're effed. Remedial Joe bought his house with cash after the 2008 bubble. That's right. John Superfresh, even if you have paid it off, you have to pay taxes and insurance forever. No true ownership, just your turn to use it. Also, you know, you don't own the land here in Canada anyway. I know some people own land, but really they don't. So, I mean, quick story. I had a house back around 2008, but this is when I had to sell it for bizarre reasons. We can get into those later in the bull run. Oh no,
I can say I just didn't want to give too much information on people that may be innocent bystanders in this, but I had to come up with some tax money. And I quickly realized that in Canada, if they put their knee on your neck when it comes to taxes, they close your bank account and then you can't pay your mortgage. So I was looking at 3 months to somehow get compliant with the psychopaths, or else I would lose the house because they would just take it back after a 3-month default, right? Even though I could pay the mortgage, I couldn't get into my bank account. So long story short, I made some inroads into becoming compliant. They opened up the bank account, and then I quickly, as fast as I could, sold that house. And once there was no neck to put their knee on, a lot of that trouble disappeared. But that's as far as I'll get with that, because a lot of the things happened there. I ended up getting on a boat, and then I had a boating accident, and everything that I had or wanted to do or was striving for just fell off the boat. And here we are now, post boat accident. I don't know why I got into that one, but that was a weird time in my life, because I didn't really know. I think we were talking Monday. I didn't feel the GFC here up in Canada. And in fact, I sold that house pretty fast, actually. So there wasn't a downturn in the market at all. I've been seeing some Ben videos. It feels like, is it just madness that they're airing their dirty laundry kind of on a daily basis between Ben, and then you'll see Hit Network kind of retort, and then Ben retort. And it's just getting a little weird for me, because I don't think any of that stuff should be in the public domain. They should both go dark, because there's no window. Here's where it'll all play out, and we don't really have to give a shit anymore about it. If it goes to any type of trial, there'll be discovery, and in discovery, all these he said, she said, or they did this, or they didn't do that, or he stole this, or he didn't steal that. Hold on a second. I need Matthew McConaughey to pump these rookie numbers. Ooh. Ooga, 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 ooga. Pump those rookie-like numbers, Matty. Yeah, Sneaky Pete vaporizers. Not super classy, but people love the drama. I have to admit, I watch all of them. Maybe I miss a couple while I'm sleeping or something, but I usually catch up with it. So in the discovery process, all this will come to light. So there's a couple things that'll happen. There'll be a winner and there'll be a loser. I don't think there'll be like someone was kind of right and someone was kind of wrong. Maybe it's a long game to revitalize their channel. Yeah, I've been thinking sometimes, imagine if this was all a massive staged drama just to, kill time in the bear market. I don't think they would do that. There's too much collateral damage and too much weird stuff going on. But like he's sitting in his house. I mean, he didn't lose the house. Not yet, I guess. Anyway, I don't wish ill on either of them. I want them both to come out on top. However, there's one thing that I do believe is that Ben's personality and his YouTube persona, let's say they all flattened out. Hit Network flattened out and Ben flattened out, and they just had some sort of some confidentiality agreement that just they couldn't talk about it, and there was no ill will. They just went their separate ways. They stopped talking bad or poorly about each other, and they just started growing. with no ill will to Ben from any of his followers, his upside's quite high. To no ill will from any of the followers to Hit Network, their upside isn't as high without Ben, I think. However, with these massive channels that employ 40 people, like, they're juggernauts. I mean, you take a look at this channel, it's me. There's no partner, there's no anyone doing anything. So when you get up to 40, you know, especially like there's that other guy, Coin Bureau. I thought Coin Bureau was like a massive one-man show because it was just always him, and his videos didn't look that great that he had like professional editors or people writing for him. Maybe he did have writers, but turns out his channel is just as big from a company standpoint as Ben's channel, you know, employing 40 to 50 people. It's a juggernaut. It's a marketing company that runs in, getting over 100 views in the mornings now, Maddie. Yes, Johnny December. Over 100 on Friday. That's pretty good for a Friday. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Fridays are generally a low-viewed day. I don't know why. You know, I'm just going over patterns. You know, some Fridays are better than others, but usually it's a low-viewed. Maybe people have things to do on Friday. I don't know. But with the Coin Bureau thing, like, think about this. If you know what I'm talking about with Coin Bureau guy, just say yes or whatever, just so I know I'm not talking into the wind here. But the Coin Bureau guy, if they decided, you know, the boss of Coin Bureau, whoever that is, okay, so we all know who Coin Bureau is. Thank you. If they decided to swap him out for, let's say, a girl or something, kind of like the sports networks do, they're like, this is why I always thought sport networks did. See, we have a male-dominated population, and we have old men commentating on sports. What if, and this is crazy, what if we swapped out the old dudes? And I know we all love Terry and Gary and Bart, but what if we swapped them out with young, attractive women? Hush over the boardroom. Everyone's looking at the boss, whether to nod head or shake. And then the boss slowly shakes and then turns into a head nod. And then everyone head nods. It's like, yes, let's try attractive women instead of old men. That's actually, it's not so crazy when I verbalize it. Attractive women talking to a male-dominated population about sports opposed to old men. It's not the craziest thing. So what if Coin Bureau did that? They just swapped out guy with some chick that was attractive and charismatic. Well, it wouldn't be a dramatic, tragic loss in the crypto sphere. I mean, as long as we're getting information, and if I can circle back to Ben and Hit Network starting from scratch again with the best of intentions and no ill will, as long as the information's good, I'm good. If you know what I mean. Like, the delivery isn't that great as long as the information is stacked. For instance, some of the channels I watch, like James on Invest Answer, I mean, the delivery is not the best, but he does it in his own kind of interesting way, I suppose, that I look past the delivery because the information is so nutrient dense, right? So for me, when I'm watching these other YouTube channels, if the information isn't nutrient dense, I won't be swung by a personality or charisma or what have you. So you stack those on top of each other. So Ben, if he can keep his information, I don't know if can keep information. He had writers for so long. So, I mean, when you have writers, I guess you depart from your own creative mine, so to speak. You stop mining your own creativity. It takes a while to get it back through, start mining the information and the writing and the creativity. So maybe that'll take a while, but I do think Hit Network, they still have the writers, I guess. But, you know, at the same time, you need a captain. I do think you need a captain. Even when Ben was missing in the channel, we kind of knew that the captain was away, and so we watched the other hosts. And I think the other hosts are great. I don't dislike them. I think they provide just as much nutrient-dense information as anyone. However, Ben, maybe we like the train wrecks that Ben affords us sometimes, you know, when he gets on his rant. I know I did. Do I have the green dots video here? Let me see. No, I don't. I have the Jeb one. Maybe we'll play Jeb out again tonight. Ben doesn't do analysis of the market as well. That's true. He always claims he's not a trader. That's fine. I don't think you need to be a trader to read charts. However, it helps. I never watched. I actually did. I enjoyed his analysis of the charts as a TA guy. I found it funny because he kind of tripped into the right answer, so to speak. Terrence Maddox, what do you think about his ATB ultimatum? That's a good question because I think I'm on ATB today. And I don't think bullying other creators is a good look. I mean, we're all out here trying to make our way in this swamp that's called YouTube that's kind of always holding us down, and who knows how the algorithm works. So the more exposure you get to new faces and new people, that's why sharing videos is such an important thing, is the way you can kind of get those little jolts where a channel like this can see maybe, 10 subscribers in a day. That would be a big day for a channel like this. So when he puts out those when he's bullying the small creators, saying, if you do this, I'll never do this, it's like, I think he may roll back on that one. And if he doesn't, I don't think it's a good personality trait to be bullying people. Now, if it turns out that everything he said is correct and everything they said is incorrect, well, I suppose it's coming from a point of anger and passion where he's so dead 100% confident that he's going to come out on top, that he wants to warn everyone, that he's looking for allies and whatnot. I'm not an ally or a foe. I'm a fan of both of them. I think if things go even more sideways and we lose one or both, it'll be a tragedy to the YouTube crypto sphere because they're all good at what they do. I see a lot of hate going towards the Hit Network in the comment section. And just like anything, I feel if I was their PR spin doctor, I would say, just keep going. All things fade. Time will heal. There may come a time where no one even remembers that this happened. For instance, a lot of people may not even know that I was on their channel or I started out, or maybe everyone here does, but I'm sure moving forward, let's say in the bull run, when the channel grows, I'm sure people will have no clue that I started this channel on Ben's channel. It will just be so far removed. And so maybe at the end of the next bull run, if they just keep their head down and keep making content and, Ben kind of does his thing, I'm sure there'll come a time where they just stop talking about it because there's bigger and better things to do, like your own sense of enjoyment of life and what's important, and, with your work and your family and your work-life balance, instead of just throwing bombs at each other. I can see why that's happening now. But I think it will dissipate as time moves on, because time heals it all. Lazarus Hand says he's emotional. Yeah, he is emotional. You can see that in everything he says. These days are not guaranteed, Mad Faded Baby. Yes, Dave Digital. I nominated you for Ben's 7-8 show spot. Yeah. Well, I'll be sticking with the solo channel out here, Dave Digital. I appreciate all the nominations and looking out. I do appreciate that. I don't think they would do that anyway, but I after being on the channel, which was an amazing experience, I always say they were nothing but nice. All of them were nothing but nice. Terry Rooster, wow, my comments are like 1 out of 9. What gives, bots? I'm not sure, Terror. I always say Terry Rooster. It's Terror Rooster. We won't. The only things I have are things that. See, I would say that one might get flagged because of the / the 1/9, because usually the quant bot scammers will always have slashes, greater thans, less thans, pluses. So I put all those things in the do not allow comments, but maybe that's what it is. But I'll keep looking for your comment, Terror Rooster. Tonight is the live piano bar, the world's biggest live dueling piano bar stream in the world. And by biggest, I mean we've gotten to 44 viewers simultaneously. Now, that being said, if we had 5 viewers, we'd still be the biggest and greatest live dueling piano stream on the YouTube, because we're the only one so far. So my goal is before like the Pete's piano bars and all these chains down in the States, before they kind of catch wind of it and go, you know what, we should set up cameras and live stream our shows, which I think they will. We need to get out of the gates and be the first moving advantage. So we need to get those rookie numbers up. I'd like to hit 50 before 2024. That would be my heartbreakingly optimistic goal. We're only 5 away, but it's still a 10% jump. 10% jump from 44 to get to 50, but that's our goal. You got to have goals. That's what we're trying to pump here on that piano stream. If you've been watching, you can probably notice that Jimmy's getting a little crazy with the people in there. It's like they've come back in droves, and they're different from last year. The people are different. Their appetite for destruction, something I haven't seen in a long time. It reminds me of the bar days when people went for it. They went for it, and they got it. 95 likes. Let's see. Maybe we can pump it over 100. Let's see if Matthew McConaughey. Ooga gaga, ooga gaga, oonk, ooga, 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 ooga. See if we can get it over to 100. There's 96. Thanks, guys. Take it to Vegas. Well, John Superfresh. It's funny you say that because Kyle will ask me, what is your delusional upside of this piano stream? And one of my delusional takes on this piano stream is that we can set up 100. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Makes this Friday workload all the better. I appreciate it. Is to get like a residency in Vegas and live stream it every night. And then, whoa, the stream would definitely be the biggest live piano dueling stream in the world for sure. So that's what we just did there. We just put it out into the universe. I've been incubating it intellectually in my mind. How can we get there? Is it just a matter of time? Will it grow? Will people see it? Will people see the potential of it? I think so. It just has to hit the right person, having the right coffee buzz, because it's all about coffee buzz. That's when all the you pull the trigger on decisions, is when you're hepped up on goofballs, caffeine wise. So that's what we're going to try to do, whether it happens or not. We're moving towards it. That's my best case scenario. However, in between that, what I'd also like to do is to do tours where we play places in the States and we set up and we live stream from there. I hope you have shorts on. Are those shorts?
Yep.
Okay, good. Thanks, buddy. Watch it. Remember the Roadcaster? You almost broke it yesterday. Okay, are you bearish or bullish, my boy?
Bullish.
Bullish? How come? What makes you bullish
David
today?
Sony music is working.
Oh, I see. No. Well, can you sing us out, my boy?
Wait, David Sony music is
No,
working?
no. Can you sing us out?
We're playing the same game as a go back to go away to the Wii. That's why it's so wrong. Yeah. That's the game. I want to make some Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea.
Whoa, that's a big note. See you later, buddy. Hope to see you guys tonight. If I don't see you tonight or tomorrow, we'll see you Monday. Let's get Jeb to sing us out here.
Yo, Jeb, where you at? Yo, Jeb, I said, where you at?
I took a minute now, I'm at the better end of all of it. The day I wanna quit will be a bit, I wanna swallow. Cause I'm in it when I said I wasn't really into audibles. I guess you gotta call them when you're under with the bottom. And it's stacking up against you with a pity, but they gotta give a nod to me. I'm running with the best and they kinda make a profit off of everything you told me wasn't possible. So why would you continue with the narrative and not admit I'm something incredible? Look of a general, hit him with the end of a shovel. They wanna forget it, I put him on the ground and I get up and open up the pit of my stomach to remind I am insane. I am insane. I am insane. I am insane.
Time.
Took a minute now, I'm at the better end of all of it. The day I wanna quit will be a bit, I wanna swallow. Cause I'm in it when I said I wasn't really into audibles. I guess you gotta call them when you're under with the bottom. And it's stacking up against you with a pity, but they gotta give a nod to me. I'm running with the best and they kinda make a profit off of everything you told me wasn't possible. So why would you continue with the narrative and not admit I'm something incredible? Look of a general, hit him with the end of a shovel. They wanna forget it, I put him on the ground and I get up and open up the pit of my stomach to remind I am insane. I am insane. I am insane. I am insane. Peace.
Make sure you like and subscribe.